I was shifty.
He makes contact with everyone.
Yeah, I sold before the game.
Yeah, he's just quiet.
Sports medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Cross.
Shot hits the post. And a centering feed to Luke Gibson shot scores.
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
Welcome in, everybody, to the World Baseball Academy here at the Ash Center. This is diamond number 1 for today's doubleheader against Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference foe, the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils out of Michigan. Lawrence Tech entering today with a 17-9 overall record. They're 2-2 in the WAC. St. Francis 9-18 overall, 3-5 in Crossroads League play. We'll go over the starting lineup here, starting with Lawrence Tech. It'll be number 9, Sean Marshall, the center fielder. Number 12, Jared Roth, third baseman. Number 14, Shawn Fannin, the right fielder. Number 7, Brian Corbett, first baseman. Number 29, Logan Barker, the DH. Number 25, Jackson Walkowiak, the left fielder. Number 27, Ryan Robinette, the shortstop. Number 13, Max Cadman, catcher. And number 24, Tyler Cleesby, the second baseman. On the bump here for Lawrence Tech, it will be number 35, Sam Bracey, for the Blue Devils. Leadoff batter for St. Francis will be number 20, Brady Harris. Shortstop, number 23, Tyler Prince. The DH, number 33, Noah Frymuth. Frymuth, the reigning Crossroads League Player of the Week for the second week in a row. Starting in center fielder. Number 5, Jack Harrison, left. Number 4, Harold Wolf at first. Number 25, Tanner Gaff at third base. Number 6, Mikhail McCowan out and right. Number 12, Jacob Nagy getting the start behind the plate. And number 13, Tony Bova, rounding out the starting lineup for St. Francis, playing second base. And your pitcher for the Cougs will be number 27, Michael Bocelli. Bocelli entering today with a 3.77 ERA. He's played in 8 games with 0 complete games on the season. In 14.1 innings pitched, he's given up 12 hits, 13 runs, 20 walks, 11 strikeouts. Of those 13 runs, only 6 of those earned, and opposing batters are batting .240 against Michael Bocelli. Looking at Lawrence Tech, this is a team that has never won the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference since 1993. Conference that you see Madonna and Indiana Tech constantly competing for the conference championship.
No, you can't swear. One of the assistants tried?
Tried to what?
You want one of the assistants?
Sure, yeah, whatever. Whenever. And once again, it's Nagy behind the dish making up the battery. So joining us here to start this game is going to be the assistant coach Micah Edding here for the University of St. Francis. Coach, we got Michael Bocelli on the bump once again here to take on the non-conference foe. A nice strong start to the season for Bocelli in his first year here with St. Francis.
Yeah, we're looking for him to just attack the zone to start this game. That's what we're looking from our pitchers, just get on top, limit the walks, and let the defense make plays behind them.
And the first batter he's going to face here is Sean Marshall. Marshall, who scored a run in the doubleheader against Lourdes last time out here for Lawrence Tech. They swept that doubleheader. Marshall entering with a .278 batting average, has 5 hits, 8 runs scored, and 18 at-bats with 4 RBI on the season, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, and drills that ball into left center field all the way to the fence for a leadoff double here by Lawrence Tech. Get rid of that. Coach, you know, looking at the start of this season here, many games against the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, a nice, strong baseball conference. It's got to be good to get this extra competition in.
Yeah. You know, for me, I played for Concordia, who's in the WAC, and it was competition day in and day out there. So it's a good challenge for us as a first-year coaching staff, you know, getting the program going in the right direction. We're embracing the challenge and the opportunity to play against these good teams.
Batter now is Jared Roth, the third baseman, takes that first pitch for a strike. You know, looking at Lawrence Tech, this is a strong baseball program, but once again, they've never won the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Just kind of speaks to the competition.
Yeah, I mean, they're a pretty new program still, but, I mean, in their second year in the league last year, they made the conference tournament, so they came on pretty strong, and I think they're going in the right direction, so good competition.
0-2 is your count to Roth, entering today with a .333 batting average, 14 hits, 9 runs scored, and 42 at-bats with 2 home runs and 11 RBI on the season. His 2 home runs are a team best, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and he's 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. You know, one of the players here for the Blue Devils that I'm excited to see is Shawn Fannin. He's the right fielder. Last year, he was an all-NAIA Gold Glove winner in right field.
Yeah, he flashed some leather out there for sure. I remember playing against him, and good ball player. Fun to watch out there in right field. He roams the outfield pretty well.
You know, Bocelli in his first season, what are you really liking from him? Another guy out of California.
He's pretty confident on the mound. You know, we're liking it's his first season pitching in cold weather, so we were kind of interested to see how that was for him, and I think he's embraced it pretty well. We need him to attack the zone, limit the walks, and I think just get to being him a little bit more. So he's pretty confident, and we like that out of him.
Bocelli last time out was against Marion, faced one batter, did not give up a hit or a run. On the year, faced the most batters against Cumberland's. It was 14, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, just one of those earned, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So I guess with any pitcher, Bocelli's at his best when he's got control in the zone. He's had walks of 7 in one game and 5 in another. Is that kind of what the focus is right now?
Yeah, limit the walks is the focus for our whole staff right now. We just need to attack the zone. I mean, that's a lot of hitters are going to get themselves out, and that's what you got to realize. So we need to be in the zone and let the defense make plays.
Yesterday, a tough doubleheader at Marion as that ball is ripped right at McCain, and the runner will not tag. So we got a fly out on the FO9. 1 down here with Marshall still at second base. That's going to bring up Shawn Fannin. Fannin was 3 for 9 with 3 RBI and a run scored in the series against Lords. Entering today a .333 batting average, 30 hits, 17 runs scored, 90 at-bats, 1 home run, and a team-high 26 RBI on the season. 8 walks, 4 strikeouts, and he's 6 for 7 in stolen base attempts for Shawn Fannin. Is Bocelli, he's going to get him at second base. We got a pickle, Tanner Gaff, Brady Harris, and what a move there by Fannin. Coach, we'll take another look at it if you can kind of take us through this. But Fannin totally had Marshall confused there at second base.
I think the runner was trying to get his timing there, and Vooch just did a really good job at trusting his middle infield to be there on the pickoff move. We've been working on that a little bit, pickoffs, trying to pick more runners off. Middle infield, we've been stressing lately, working the runners a little bit more. So I think we did a really good job at catching him, trying to get the timing there.
But once again, yesterday, dropped the first game 4-6 after taking an early lead and dropping the second one 6-12. How'd you feel like the team played yesterday in that doubleheader at Marion?
Our fight was there. We can't knock our battle at all in those 2 games. Just a few little situations that we've been focusing on tightening up throughout our games is what's been getting us lately. So just a few little things, you know, like executing when runners are in scoring position. We need to cut the strikeouts in those situations a little bit, and I think we'll be fine.
Here we go, Boog. You know, back-to-back All-Crossroads League Player of the Weeks for Noah Frymuth this past week with 14 RBIs and slugging over 900. What are you seeing from Noah right now? It seems like he's really dialed in.
Yeah, we've been working on the opposite field approach with him, and he does pull the ball a lot, but I think he's still sticking to that approach, just getting those pitches in the right spots, and he's just not straying from that approach we've been teaching him all year. He's real dialed in, seeing the ball well up there.
Coach, how many pitches does Bocelli throw?
I haven't worked with him that much. Butcher's doing that, but I think he has 3 to 4.
And here with the full count. Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us. I'll let you get back to what you were brought here to do.
Yes, sir.
Which is coach some baseball, but that's Coach Mike Edding in his first season here with St. Francis. Coach Butcher going over to the WAC to get himself an assistant coach. That ball's drilled into left field, and it'll be gone. A solo home run with 2 outs for Shawn Fannin. Fannin now with 2 on the season. That'll tie him with Roth for a team high. Fannin picking up RBI number 27. That ball was drilled and pretty much a no-doubter when it left his bat here on this sunny Wednesday afternoon at the World Baseball Academy here at the Ash Center. That's going to bring up number 7, Brian Corbett, the first baseman. Bryan was 1 for 9 with a run scored and 2 RBI in that series against Lourdes. Takes that first pitch for a strike. It was Lawrence Tech winning at 4-1 and 7-4 over Lourdes, picking up their first 2 conference wins of the season. They started off conference play at home hosting Indiana Tech. They lost 12-5 and 6-1. Indiana Tech, the crosstown rival here for the University of St. Francis. Indiana Tech does not mess around when it comes up to putting up facilities. Their brand new softball facilities, one of the top small school softball facilities in the country. They announced it less than a year ago, and already it's up and in action. They hosted Taylor a week ago to kick off things. They also got a brand new track for their nationally renowned track and field program. Both their men's and women's squad can take home a national title on any given year, the indoor or outdoor season. 0-2's your count with 2 outs. That ball hit off the handle. Harris, that could be trouble as it falls right into the perfect spot over the outstretched hand of Brady Harris. That is the 3rd hit of the inning here for Lawrence Tech. Of course, Bocelli helping himself, picking off Shawn Marshall at second base for out number 2. This is going to bring up Logan Barker, the DH, 2 for 7 with a run scored and an RBI in the Lourdes series. Barker entering today with a .306 batting average. Takes that first pitch for ball 1. 19 hits, 11 runs scored, and 62 at-bats. 1 home run, 12 RBI, 7 walks, 17 strikeouts. For Barker, his 17 Ks are tops on the team. He and Eddie Dubkowski with 17 strikeouts. Check that one down low, so Bocelli down in this count 3-0. He's got 4 stolen bases in 7 attempts. Lawrence Tech, they rank number 3 in the country in caught stealing per game, getting caught 0.85 times per game. Ranked number 7 in stolen base attempts per game at 3.2. They've been caught stealing 22 times this season. That's Shawn Fannin, Jack. He's looking for some All-American nods this year. Full count to Logan Barker. Swing and a miss. So Bocelli picks up his first strikeout of the game as we head to the bottom of the first. St. Francis down 1-0.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And look at his cross. Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Gibson shot scores.
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
Welcome back to the World Baseball Academy. 1-0 your score. Leading off here for St. Francis will be number 20, Brady Harris, the shortstop. Was 2 for 7 with a walk and a strikeout in the series against Marion. It's Sam Brace on the bump for Lawrence Tech. The big lefty. That first one will be fouled off for strike one. Brace entering today with a 6.11 ERA. Brace has given up 29 hits and has faced 108 batters, 22 runs, 19 of those earned, 19 walks, and 30 strikeouts for the big lefty. 2-1's your count. That ball ripped into left field. A leadoff single for Brady Harris and the Cougs. We got a runner at first with no outs for Tyler Prince. Prince 3 for 7 with a run, an RBI, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts for the DH yesterday in the doubleheader against Marion. Tyler entering today with a .351 batting average, which is pretty much best on the team. 27 hits, 19 runs scored, and 77 at-bats with 9 doubles and 22 RBI. That's going to get past the catcher. Advancing to second on the wild pitch will be Brady Harris. His 22 RBI, second best on the team, only to Noah Frymuth. 26 walks to just 15 strikeouts, and he's 3 for 4 in stolen base attempts. Tyler Prince with a team best .518 on base percentage. Brace inside for ball 2. Sam Brace is a junior at 6'5", 245 pounds. From Metamora, Illinois. Went to Metamora Township High School. The 2-0 to Prince. Ooh, he wasn't so sure about that one. 2-1 now with Brady Harris at second base. Brady entering today with 13 runs under his belt, looking for number 14. That ball's drilled into left, right at the left fielder, Jackson Walkowiak. Route number 1. Good piece of hitting. That brings up Noah Frymuth. Frymuth entering today with a .315 batting average, 29 hits, 17 runs scored, 92 at-bats. 26 RBI on the season and a team best 3 home runs. This 26 RBIers, team best as well. 6 walks, 13 strikeouts, and he's 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. With a 5-tool Noah Frymuth. He brings with him a locked and loaded cannon to center field. Lawrence Tech rocking the WAC patch on their left sleeve, the NAIA patch on their right sleeve. 1-1's your count. St. Francis with the Crossroads League logo on its left sleeve. Personally, I think we need to get an American flag. As Harris gets back, he's in time. Trying to get in the head of the big lefty Brace. Lawrence Tech, they wear Under Armour. St. Francis wears Nike unis. And these white button-ups are sharp. Cougars bring with them 3 sets of uniforms. That ball's drilled into left. That's going to get over the head of Walkowiak off the top of the fence and fielded. That's going to be an RBI double for Noah Frymuth as the Cougs tied up at 1. What a piece of hitting by Frymuth. That ball off the top of the fence bounced right back to Walkowiak. Brady Harris comes home to score on the RBI double. Frymuth legs it out. That brings up Jack Harris. Jack was 0 for 8 in the Marion doubleheader, looking to break the skid right here. That ball's down in the dirt for ball 1. Harris entering today a .324 batting average, 24 hits, 16 runs scored, and 74 ABs with 11 RBI, 12 walks, and 20 strikeouts for Jack Harris. Good eye at the plate. Brace bringing him in low here. 2-0's the count. Harris does not have a stolen base attempt on the season. Brace giving up two hits here in the bottom half of the inning. The chopper going to be fielded on the run. Beautiful play there by the shortstop, Ryan Robinette for out number 2. Boy, he made that one look routine. That'll bring up Harold Wolf. Harold 0 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout yesterday in the Marion doubleheader. Wolfie entering today at .261 batting average, 18 hits, 8 runs scored, and 69 ABs with 13 RBI. Wolf playing a good first base for Coach Butcher in his junior season. 10 walks, 17 strikeouts for Wolf as he fouled the first pitch away, 0-1 your count. Frymuth in scoring position. Frymuth right off the top of the fence. I thought for sure that one was going to bounce over. It bounced the opposite direction. Right into the glove of Walkowiak. Walkowiak with a .411 batting average entering today. He ranks number 47 in the country. The 2-hop chop. Out. Number 3. We'll head to the top of the second. We are tied here at the World Baseball Academy, Cougar Field.
Hey, we gotta go out to Eddie.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
The Chapel project is the most important building that has ever been built or ever will be built on this campus. It's in the heart of the campus, it's on Mirror Lake, and the chapel and the Bass Mansion will be able to communicate with each other architecturally.
Welcome back here in the top of the second. Noah Frymuth just inches away from his 4th home run of the season. Here you see the big jack to left field while Koyak turned around and sprinted towards the fence, ended up catching it off the hop. As you see Harris coming home to score. Leading off is the left fielder, number 25, Jackson Walkowiak. The first pitch is in there for a strike to the left fielder. He's only a sophomore at 6'3", 195 pounds from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, University of Liggett High School. 1-1 your count from Bocelli. Walkowiak 4 for 8 with an RBI and a run scored in the doubleheader against Lords. He ranks number 47 in the country, batting .411 on the season. .411 batting average, 23 hits, 13 runs scored, and 56 at-bats, 1 home run, and 12 RBI for Walkowiak. That ball popped up into left field. Harris, fighting the sun, has it for out number 1. That'll bring up Ryan Robinette, the shortstop. And he was looking pretty slick out in the field there in the bottom of the first. Robinette did have 2 assists for outs number 2 and 3. Robinette 2 for 8 with an RBI against Lords. Off-speed pitch, breaks in there for strike number 1. Robinette, a .310 batting average, 22 hits, 17 runs scored, and 71 at-bats with 14 RBI, 7 walks, 5 strikeouts, 12 for 5 in stolen base attempts on the year. The count's evened up at 1 apiece with 1 out to Bocelli. Lawrence Tech entering today with a .316 team batting average. That ranks them number 29 in NAIA. Ball down in the dirt, 2-1's the count. They average 6.8 runs scored per game. Ranks the Blue Devils number 46 in the country. And averaging 9.5 hits per game, which ranks them number 39 in the country. 3-1 is the count. Bocelli with a nice top of the first inning. 32 pitches under his belt. He's given up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. It was the blast by Shawn Fannin. 1 strikeout, and of course the home run that he gave up. We got a full count to Ryan Robinette. He's a junior at 6 foot, 175 pounds from Midland, Michigan. Will draw the walk. Bullock Creek High School's where he got his degree from. First walk of the game for Bocelli brings up Max Cadman, number 13. Max did not play or did not record an AB in that series against Lords. Cadman, a .361 batting average, 13 hits, 2 runs scored, and 36 at-bats, 5 RBI, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and he's 1 for 1 in stolen base attempts. It's a prerequisite to be on the Lawrence Tech team. You have to be able to steal bases and hit the ball. Pitch upstairs. That'll be a stolen base for Robinette. That's what the Blue Devils like to do. That'll be their 63rd stolen base of the season. Once again, entering today, ranked number 28 in NEI in the stolen base category. Robinette with just 1 out. He and Lawrence Tech looking for some small ball action to get home. Low in the zone, strike 1. Max Cadman, your catcher, a junior, 5'11", 180, from Heartland, Michigan, Heartland High School. The 2-1 to Cadman with Robinette at second. Cadman was looking silky smooth out in the field. From short. Let's get Lawrence Tech averages 2.4 stolen bases per game. That has him ranked number 12 in the country in that category, full count. Bocelli, who walked the last batter here, has Cadman 3-2. Cadman just 3 walks on the season. That ball popped up. Might have just out of play. As Nagy was chasing it down. Jacob, just a junior. He's a righty at 6'2", 230 pounds from Brunswick, Ohio. And he has been swinging it for Coach Butcher and the Cougs. Lawrence Tech University. They are out of Southfield, Michigan. Bocelli once again back in the first inning, picked off Sean Marshall at second base. It was a great turn. Bocelli got him in the pickle. This ball's drilled into right center field. Jordan Sidden's going to have to turn around right over his outstretched glove. Just got turned around with the ball off the bat. Coming home to score is going to be Robinette for the second run of the game. We've got a courtesy runner coming in for Cadman after the RBI double. Sidden's first turn to his left, had to reverse it, switch to the right. Lost a little bit of ground there as the ball sailed right over his glove. That'll bring up Tyler Cleesby. Cleesby did not record an AB against Lords. Cleesby, a 176 batting average, 3 hits, 10 runs scored, and 17 at-bats. 3 RBI, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 4 stolen bases for Cleesby, the second baseman. Runner is off. Swing and a miss, and that'll be a stolen base. Ball gets away from Gaff, and coming home to score is the courtesy runner. That is number 6 for Lawrence Tech. Logan Grizzle, the junior from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Transferred to Lawrence Tech from Montevallo University. Oh, 1 count to Cleesby. Boy, that was fast. Just 1 out here. Cleesby down in the count 0-1. That ball low, misses the zone. 1-1 your count. Breaking ball upstairs, 2-1. Hot start to this game for Tech. Boy, we had Indiana Wesleyan here this past weekend with St. Francis taking game number 2 against Tech. But they entered today, or this past weekend series, with 22 home runs under their belt, best in the Crossroads League. Pitch upstairs. That'll be the second walk of the game for Bocelli to bring up the leadoff batter, Sean Marshall. Marshall doubled in his first AB, picked off at second.
Throw me a peach, throw me a pear. What do you say? I'm babe.
Ball low for strike 1. Marshall entering today at 278 batting average, 5 hits, 8 runs scored, and 18 at-bats. Pitch misses upstairs or evened up at 1 apiece. Marshall, 4 RBI, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 2 for 3 in stolen base attempts for the center fielder. Marshall, just a freshman from Royal Oak, Michigan, drills that ball. Nice grab, Brady Harris looking to double him up. Great snag there by Harris for out number 2. That'll bring up Jared Roth. Roth, who was a player of the week in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference in week number 1, flew out to right field in his first AB. He was 0 for 3 with 2 runs scored in that series against Lords. A .333 batting average, 14 hits, 9 runs scored, and 42 at-bats with 11 RBI, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts for Roth. Roth, a junior, 6'1", 190 from Traverse City. 1-0 is your count.
I love that idea, 2-7. Love to see it. Come on, baby.
Once again, Noah Frymuth, back-to-back All-Crossroads League Player of the Week honors. Frymuth drove in 14 runs in 6 games for the Cougars, March 18th through the 23rd, while posting a slugging percentage of .909, with 3 doubles and 2 home runs. Folks, he nearly had his 4th home run there in his first AB today. 3-0 is the count. He batted .500, going 11 for 22, extending his hitting streak to 8 games. He recorded 4 multi-hit games. In the 13-9 loss to Madonna, Frymuth became just the 5th Cougar to drive in 6 or more runs in a game, with his back-to-back at-bat home runs in Game 1 and 2 against Indiana Wesleyan on March 23rd. He moved up to number 9 on the USF career homers list with 15. Third walk of the inning will put runners at first and second for Shawn Fannin, who had the solo jack in his first AB. He'll take that first pitch for a strike. Fannin once again last year, all Wolverine. He was first team all WAC NAIA Gold Glove winner for Fannin. A junior, 6'2", 210 pounds. Counts evened up at 1 apiece for Michael Bocelli. Fannin ranks number 3 in NAIA with 5 triples this year, averaging .2 triples per game. Ball's got a lot of pop off his back. So coming home to score is Cleesby on the RBI single by Fannin. Roth now at second. Lawrence Tech up 3-1. That'll bring to the plate Brian Corbett. I do believe that ball I called was a double to center field, was called an error on sit-ins. Another ball right in the glove of Tony Bova. Route number 3. We head to the bottom of the second, 3-1. The Blue Devils are on top.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine.
Welcome back, everybody. Leading off is Tanner Gaff. Gaff 1 for 6 with a run and RBI, 2 walks and a strikeout in the series at Marion. Gaff batting .246. Entering today's game with 14 hits, 10 runs scored, and 57 ABs. Up in this count 2-0 to Brace. Oh, we got a new pitcher. It's number 22. Checks that for a strike. Number 22 is Caleb Homan. 3-1's a count. Homan, a .315 batting or ERA. 3.15. He's got 1 complete game under his belt. In 20 innings pitched, he's given up 18 hits, 10 runs. Only 7 of those are earned. 14 walks and 19 strikeouts under his belt. Opposing batters are hitting .243 against Mr. Caleb Homan. Drawing the walk will be Gaff to lead it off here for the Cougs. Brings up number 6, Mikhail McCowan, right fielder. Yesterday, Mikhail was 2 for 7 at the plate with a run, 2 RBI, and a strikeout. Entering today, he's batting .211 on the season with 15 hits, 14 runs scored, and 71 at-bats. 1 home run, 14 RBI, 9 walks, and 19 strikeouts. Rips that first pitch into left field. We got runners at first and second now. The 3rd hit of the game for your Cougs goes to Mikhail McCowan. He, too, has a lot of pop off his bat. I'll bring up Jacob Nagy. Started game number 2 yesterday, was 2 for 4 with a strikeout against the Marion University Knights. St. Francis taking 1 out of 3 against Marion. So they dropped that Crossroads League series. Both runners are off. The bunt fielded cleanly by Homan for out number 1. Both runners advance. Brings up Tony Bova, batting in the 9 hole. How about David Miller this past Monday, folks? The big right fielder who also plays on the basketball team hit his first collegiate home run. Miller's batting 500 on the season. 7 hits and 14 at-bats with 5 runs scored, 1 home run, 4 RBI. Definitely somebody that can pinch hit, and he's a big lefty. First pitch down low for ball 1. Runners in scoring position. The tying run is at the plate. That's Bova. Did not record an AB against Marion. Bova entering today with a .300 batting average. Ooh, nearly hit him, but falls in for a strike. 1-1's the count. 18 hits and 12 runs scored and 60 at-bats. 2 RBI, 4 walks, 16 strikeouts. He's got a team best 10 stolen bases. Bunt is pushed right at Homan for out number 2. Boba has been very successful this year with the bunt. A lot of times down that third base line is where he likes to put it. That brings up Brady Harris. Led off this game with a single and has scored the only run for St. Francis. We saw this in the Siena Heights doubleheader. They pitched a new pitcher every single inning. I've got to assume that's just to get guys some extra reps and not so much save arms. But I could be wrong. It's probably a combination of both. Lawrence Tech with the all grays, the button ups, swing and a miss for out number 3. We'll head to the top of the third. It's 4-1. Lawrence Tech on top of your Cougs.
Grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
The Chapel project is the most important building that has ever been built or ever will be built on this campus. It's in the heart of the campus, it's on Mirror Lake, and the chapel and the Bass Mansion will be able to communicate with each other architecturally.
Welcome back, everybody. Here in the top of the third inning for Lawrence Tech, it's four runs on 5 hits, 0 errors. St. Francis 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. That was the throwing error by the catcher, Jacob Nagy. After Robinette scored from second, Cadman came home from second. Leading it off will be Logan Barker, the DH. Big Barker wears number 29. He's a sophomore at 6 foot 205 from Chatham, Virginia. Hargrave Military Academy. That ball's sky high into left field. Harris for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down for Jackson Walkowiak, the left fielder. Walkowiak, once again, a team best 411 batting average. Against Doane, he was 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and 2 walks. Last time out against Lourdes, he was 3 for 4 with a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. In the very first game of the season, he was 2 for 3 with 3 RBI and a run scored. That was against Roosevelt, the Lakers out of Illinois. The Lake Show out of the Chicago Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. You know, we saw with Indiana Wesleyan, they pull a lot of players from the Chicagoland area. Very good baseball being played just west of the big city. The 3rd largest market in the country. Well, that's going to be a 1-out walk for Walkowiak. Bocelli with 3 walks there in the second inning, 0 in the first. That'll bring Ryan Robinette, shortstop, to the plate. Walked and scored a run in his first at-bat. Bocelli, 63 pitches under his belt. Freezes him for strike 1. 63 pitches. He's given up 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 strikeout, 4 walks, and a home run. And, right into the glove of Wolf. Had another pickoff there. Bocelli deadly with the pickoff move today. Walkowiak takes second on the E3, excuse me. 0-1 your count to Robinette. Once again, entering today with a .310 batting average. They like the number 3 in this starting lineup here at Lawrence Tech. Cougs, Tony Bova, Noah Frymuth, Jack Harris, Tyler Prince, all batting over 300 for St. Francis. Walkowiak, he was halfway down the line when that ball was released. Steals third. For Walkowiak, that'll be his 6th stolen base of the season. Take a look at what that official call was when he reached second. The one hop chopper gets right over the mid of Gaff. That'll be an RBI single by Robinette. Scoring Walkowiak. 5-1 now your score. That'll bring up to the plate number 13, Max Cadman. Cadman, who had the RBI double over the center fielder's head. 0-1 is your count with 1 out. And it's Robinette at first base. I know what you're thinking, and Robinette leads the team with 12 stolen bases. He's 12 of 15 on the season. Dobkowski is second on the team with 9 stolen bases. High and outside, the pitch out. Looking for Robinette to take off from first. Was Nagy behind the plate. Bocelli, the big righty. That ball's drilled. Bova dives for it. Siddon's going to pick it up on the roll. Took a long time to get to him, and he bobbles it. So coming home to score on the E8 is going to be Robinette. That ball took forever to get out to the center fielder. I'm going to bring up Tyler Cleesby. And we have another pinch runner. It's the same pinch runner as before. It's number 6, Logan Grizzle. Bocelli, just a sophomore, 6'3", 220 from Tribuca Canyon, California. Tesoro High School and Santa Rosa Junior College, his stomping grounds. 0-1's your count with 1 out. Grizzle, the courtesy runner at second base. Cleesby walked and scored a run back in the second inning. Lawrence Tech, who will play St. Francis in football next year, the first time ever. They and Indiana Wesleyan joining the conference last year. Well, I should say, I guess this year will be the official year of joining the conference, but both teams opted not to play St. Francis or Marion, and they will see both of us this year. University of St. Francis, back-to-back national champions, 2016 and 2017. Marion winning 2 national championships. I believe theirs is like 2012, 2014, something like that. Grizzle is off and steals third. And striking out on the play is Cleesby for out number 2. Two outs now for Bocelli. Sean Marshall, who's batted in every single inning, coming up. He's 1 for 2 with the double. For Marshall, the center fielder. First ball in the dirt. 1-0 is your count. 2 outs. Two-hop chop over to Gaff. Going to have to come up firing. And they're going to say Wolf just pulled his foot. Runners at first and third now with 2 outs. And I believe on that one you'll have to go with the E5 for pulling Wolf off the bag. For Jared Roth, the batter. First and third with 2 outs. And they're going to go with the E3 on the play, E3. First pitch strike from Bocelli with runners at first and third. No team in the Crossroads League provides the thievery that Lawrence Tech does. They love to be aggressive on these base paths. Opposite field shot to Harris. Comes down with the grab. For out number 3, we head to the bottom of the third, 5-1. Lawrence Tech on top.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit summitcitysports.com.
Welcome back to the World Baseball Academy here at the Ash Center. This is Cougar Field at Diamond number 1. Your batter is Tyler Prince, the DH, who flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Prince, who was all Crossroads League honorable mention as a freshman, will take that first pitch for a strike. The sophomore from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Bishop Luers High School. Brent, 6'3", 215 pounds, down in this one, 0-2. Prince entering today with a team best 351 batting average. Gets him looking for out number 1. Same pitcher, it's Caleb Homan.
Hey, stay hot, Three. Stay hot, Three. Keep going.
Homan's been dealing with 2 strikeouts now in this game. Did not pitch the first inning, came in the second. Pitch misses upstairs. 1-0 is the count. Frymuth had the RBI double in his first AB off the yellow part of the fence in left field. Once that ball was hit, while Kowiak turned around and sprinted towards the fence, the ball hit off the top and bounced right back to him. Frymuth going down to get that one, fouled away. battling at the dish. Frymouth is the Mike Trout of the Crossroads League, for sure. Another one he goes down to get, and that's going to squeeze through for a single. Nice piece of hitting there by Noah Frymouth. One out, runner on first. That's going to bring up Jack Harris. That ball low and out of the zone. Frymouth reached after it and punched it right up the gut. Great piece of hitting. He's now 2 for 2 in this game. Harris takes that first pitch low. Jack, who grounded out to the shortstop, robbing it in his first AB. 1-0 is your count. Beautiful pitch. Counts evened up at 1 apiece. Homan keeping an eye on Frymouth at first. He is a threat to steal. Once again, like I said, probably the best 5-tool player in the Crossroads League is the center fielder Noah Frymouth. I haven't seen all the teams play yet, but I have confidence in 33. Swing and a miss for out number 2. Homan's second strikeout of the inning. He's got 3 in this game now in less than 2 innings pitched. That'll bring up number 4, Harold Wolf, who grounded out to the shortstop in his first AB. Frymouth, see if he gets going here at first. Ball in the dirt, swung on and missed. 0-1 is your count. Just real quick, check out Frymouth. Going down to get it, pops it right up the gut, right off the mound. And we're out. 0-1's your count. Fried, jumpy at first. And Wolf drills this one. That's going to fall in left and right center. Frymouth on his way to third. Nice arm there by Fannin in right, but it's not enough to get Frymouth. Cougars now with 5 hits in this game. St. Francis 5 hits and 4 errors. 7 hits for Lawrence Tech. Your batter, Tanner Gaff. Gaff, who can definitely hit the long ball. Had a grand slam against Goshen. Seemed like a long time ago. Justice Tussing going to come in to run for Harold Wolf. 1-0's your count. So we got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Big Gaff. Gaff can go opposite field with power. Once again, entering today, 246 batting average with 12 RBI. 14 walks, 13 strikeouts. Off speed, low. 2-0's your count. Homan, 28 pitches, has given up 3 hits, has 3 strikeouts and a walk. Gaff, the chopper right at the first baseman, number 7, Brian Corbett, for out number 3. We head to the top of the 4th. Cougs trailing it 5-1.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And look at his shot hits the post. And the center feed to Logan Barker, shot scores!
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown. Welcome back to the World Baseball Academy Cougar Field. Lawrence Tech with 5 runs on 7 hits, 0 errors. St. Francis 1 run, 5 hits, 4 errors for your Cougars. Leading off for Lawrence Tech is going to be the man with the home run, Shawn Fannin. Fannin's 2 for 2, 2 RBI and a run scored. Just so you know, this is the only field where this flickering happens. Can't figure it out. 1-0 is the count. Bocelli coming out here for his 4th with 77 pitches under his belt. Two O's to count. That ball's ripped into left field. Shawn Fannin now is vying for MVP honors. His resume is looking pretty good. That'll bring to the plate Brian Corbett, who had that last put out for the Blue Devils. I'm going to read a little bit from our game day program put together by Sports Information Director Bill Scott. As that pitch misses inside for ball 1. Lawrence Tech and the University of St. Francis take advantage of the first real spring weather this season to play a non-conference doubleheader here at the World Baseball Academy Ash Center. And taking second on the wild pitch is Fannin. 2-0 the count. USF is 9-18 overall after dropping a Crossroads League twin bill at Marian University on Tuesday in Indianapolis. The visiting Blue Devils are 18-9 overall, 2-2 in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference action. Tech won 4-1 and 7-4 at Lourdes on Sunday in its last time in competition. 3-0 is the count. USF junior Noah Frymuth put his name on a special list, becoming a rare back-to-back All-Crossroads League Baseball Player of the Week. Frymuth drove in 14 runs in 6 games for the Cougars. Frymuth is just the second USF team member to earn back-to-back Conference Player of the Week awards. He joins USF Athletic Hall of Fame member Travis Pachka, also a center fielder, who did it in 2009. So that's Bill Scott, always keeping you up to date with the records here for Cougar Athletics. Actually, I update the records for the football team. It's part of my duties as the Assistant Sports Information Director. That'll bring up Logan Barker after the walk. Now we got a conference at the mound. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with you with the new pitcher for your Cougars.
Sports medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far. So they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education, but also the experience.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game.
In for your Cougars, it's Connor Adams, number 24. He's a junior from Noblesville, Indiana. Connor goes 6'3", 215, a 5.74 ERA in 15.2 innings pitched. He's given up 22 hits, 11 runs, 10 of those earned, 9 walks, 14 strikeouts, and opposing batters are hitting .333 against Adams. First pitch is drilled into left by Logan Barker, and it's gone. Second home run of the day for Lawrence Tech. That one, a 3-run shot. Fannin and Corbett will come home to score. 3-run home run by Logan Barker, the DH. For Barker, that'll be his second home run of the season. 9-1 your score. Now bring to the plate Jackson Walkowiak. Tough spot for Adams to come into. Now nobody's on base. 2-0's the count. Barker was 0 for 2. That ball, thought it was going to land on the basketball court back there. Adams on the inside corner. 3-1 now your count. Walkowiak 0 for 1 in this game with a run scored. He's also got a stolen base. Full count now for Jackson Walkowiak. Ball drilled right at the Cougar dugout. Still a full count with no outs. Upstairs, be the first walk of the game there for Adams. That'll bring up Ryan Robinette, the shortstop. For Bocelli, it was 3 innings pitched, 84 pitches, 8 hits given up, 8 runs, 7 earned, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a home run. Oh, 1's your count. Ball just misses outside. Adams, who likes to work fast on the mound. Big swing and a miss for Robinette. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and 2 runs scored. Has an RBI under his belt. We're evened up at 2 apiece. Robinette, 6 foot, 175-pound junior. The slick fielding shortstop. Got a double play there. Double play ball. Harris flipped it over to Bova. Looked like maybe he could have taken that one himself. Still, we get the, I believe that was a 6-4.
Hey, we got one of them now.
Robinette gonna reach first on the fielder's choice. Cadman, now your batter, the catcher. One 0 your count with 1 out. Cadman with 2 doubles in this game. He's 2 for 2. 2 RBI and a run scored. 1-1's your count. 1-1 with 1 out. Adams, and that's going to hit him. So runners at first and second now after the hit by a pitch. It's the first one of the game. Brings up Tyler Cleesby, second baseman. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking in his last AB. It's going to be Grizzle to pinch run. Some defensive changes made by Coach Butcher. It was Jack Harris at first base now, Justice Tussing in center, and I think that's Noah Frymuth in left. Oh, 1's your count to Cleesby with 1 out. That'll miss upstairs. Evened up at 1 apiece, and he is out at third and at second. Man, Lawrence Tech, you got to have your head on a swivel. These guys are a threat to steal at any point in the game. So Cadman, or excuse me, Grizzle now at second. For Cleesby. 2 outs. And that'll find the hole. And that gets through the legs of Mikhail McCowan on the RBI single by Cleesby. Not a good day in the field for your Cougs. That'll bring up Sean Marshall. St. Francis, that's the 5th error of the game.
Come Connor, you're good, baby. Come on. All right, Connor.
No error on the play there, as staying at first base is Cleesby. 2-0's the count. Nope, I take that back. The error was given. 3-0. Adams with 2 outs here. Trying to get out of this inning. Beautiful pitch right down the pipe. Chopper, that will be fielded in foul territory. Full count now with 2 outs.
Best pitch here, 2-4. Best pitch, baby. Right here, 2-4.
Adams looking for his first strikeout of the game. Gaff once again fielding it deep. Just in time for out number 3. Head to the bottom of the 4th. Cougs down 10-1.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Welcome back, everybody. 10 runs on 10 hits, 0 errors for Lawrence Tech. 1 run on 5 hits and 5 errors for St. Francis. Leading it off for the Cougs will be number 6, Mikhail McCowan. Nagy and Tony Bova. In the Crossroads League, Huntington currently with a 7-2 conference record in first place. They're 11-7 overall. Mount Vernon Naz with a 6-2 conference record, 21-9 overall. 6-3 for Marion, 14-11 overall. Taylor at 4-4. They're 23-8 overall. Taylor's ranked number 20th in the country. First pitch upstairs to McCowan. Mikhail, who singled in his first AB. And we got a new pitcher. It's number 40, Harvey Freed. Freed goes 6'4", 210 pounds from Milford, Michigan. 2.7 ERA and 3.1 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits, 1 run, it was earned. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. 2-1 your count. Counts evened up at 2 apiece with 0 outs. Still at 2-2 after the foul ball by McCowan. The number 1 ranked team in the country is Southeastern, the Fire out of Florida. They're 26-3 overall. Full count now to McCowan. Faulkner out of Alabama, Westmont out of California, Freed Hardman out of Tennessee and Oklahoma City. Round out your top 5. Slow roller. And McCowan going to beat this one out for a second single of the game. It was a slow chopper over to Roth at third. He would have really had to charge that ball to get McCowan out at first. That'll bring up the catcher. And it looks like we got a pinch hitter. Matt Vollmer hitting for Nagy. Vollmer entering today's game with a .267 batting average. That first pitch will miss low for ball 1. He has 8 hits and 2 runs scored and 30 at-bats with 2 RBI, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for Vollmer. 2-0 the count. Quick throw. Nothing happening there. McCowan on the season, 3 for 4 in stolen base attempts. 2-0 is your count. Harvey Freed has an eye on McCowan at first. Big cut, swing and a miss, 2-1 your count. Vollmer batting for Jacob Nagy, who grounded out to the pitcher in his first AB. Freed back to first. Once again, Harvey entering today, 2 strikeouts under his belt, 1 walk, and opposing batters hitting 182 against Harvey Freed. He's just a freshman, the big righty. That pitch just misses the zone, 3-1 your count. That ball's drilled into left field. So Vollmer with 0 outs. We got back-to-back singles for the Cougs. That's hit number 7 for USF. Good piece of hitting there by Vollmer. That'll bring it up to the plate. Tony Bova, who grounded out or bunted out to the pitcher in his first AB. Pinch runner into the game is number 43, Vincent Manson, the sophomore at 6'4", 175. He's from Brown County High School out of Bloomington, Indiana. Beautiful Brown County area. Visited there this past summer. Definitely worth the trip. Robinette, they're going to call the infield fly. Out number 1. 1 out for Brady Harris. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Singled and scored a run back in the first and struck out swinging in the second. Brady 2 for 7 with a walk and a K in the doubleheader against Marion. First pitch in there for a called strike. Second baseman. He's going to retreat back now. He's got a swing and a miss. Harris down in the count 0-2. Both Cleesby and Robinette keeping an eye on McCowan at second. Another arm up in the pen for Lawrence Tech as that pitch will miss upstairs, 1-2. We're approaching 50 degrees here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's a good day. One, 2 with 1 out. That ball misses down low. We're evened up at 2 apiece. Big Harvey Freed entering this inning, and umpire's going to say he's out. He went away. 2 outs. For Freed, that'll be his first strikeout. Brings up Tyler Prince, the DH. Lawrence Tech as a team now, 4 strikeouts on the bump. Prince 0 for 2, struck out looking in his last AB in 3 straight pitches. He'll check that one. 0-1's your count.
Good job, babe.
Lawrence Tech, that might be the most logos I've ever seen on a uniform. They got a logo on the front chest, a logo up high on the back, the WAC logo on the left sleeve, and the NAIA logo on the right sleeve. Kind of like it. Prince down in the count 0-2. Tyler Prince was 2 for 3 with a double and a run scored in his last game against Marion. 1-2 now your count. Against Trine this past Monday, he was 3 for 4 with a double and 2 RBI. At 3 for 4, that's the most hits he's had in a game this year. A few games where he's had 2 hits. 2-2 is now your count. He had 3 RBI against Cincinnati Christian in game number 1. 3 RBI against Siena Heights in game number 2, when he was 2 for 4 at the plate with 2 doubles and a run scored. Frymouth now with an 11-game hit streak. He's been tearing it up today as well. Nearly had his 4th home run of the season. Oh, that ball just fielded beyond the bag for out number 3. We head to the top of the 5th, 10-1. Blue Devils on top.
I got you.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And look at his cross. Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Knipster. Shot scores!
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
Welcome back, everybody. Back on the bump. Number 24, Connor Adams. Connor, who entered last inning, 25 pitches under his belt. He's given up 2 hits, 2 runs scored, 1 of those earned, 1 walk and a home run. Leading it off is the third baseman, Jared Roth. And we got a pinch hitter for him. It'll be number 41. Andrew Nepchuk. That first pitch will be a strike to Nepchuk. Boy, I think this is going to – oh, okay. Nepchuk with a .500 batting average, 3 hits, 3 runs scored, and 6 ABs with a double and 2 RBI, 4 walks and a strikeout. 1-2's your count. He's a freshman, 6'1", 205 pounds. He's from Lake Orion, Michigan. Swing and a miss. Connor Adams picking up his first strikeout of the game. 1 up, 1 down for the Cougs in the top of the 5th. That brings up number 14, Shawn Fannin. 3 for 3 in this game. 2 RBI and 2 runs scored. Having himself a day as he takes that first pitch. Beautiful first pitch for ball 1. Just a little low. And that one's right down the pipe. 1-1's your count. Pitch misses upstairs. 2-1's your count. Three 3-1 to Fannin. Once again, last year, first team All Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. The only player on the team to get the award. 2 gone now after the line out to Tony Bove at second. Brings up number 7, Brian Corbett. Corbett 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a run scored. 1-0 is your count. Connor, if Connor's not pitching, he's running the game changer for St. Francis. Connor Adams, great member to this program, great guy. Always doing something to help out the team. Helps me out a lot, that's for sure. Another one misses upstairs, 3-0. Looks like we might have a pitching change here. The head coach for Lawrence Tech is Stan Eldridge. He's in his 4th season. Assistant coaches are John Mancuso, Tom Campion, Corky Thompson, Kevin Whitman, and Matt French. Dustin Butcher in his 1st season at St. Francis, a longtime assistant under Coach Greg Roberts. Butcher's assistant coaches are Christian Gayday and Michael Edding. We'll be right back. The new pitcher will be number 52, Ryan Mccracken, after this break.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And look at his shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Knipscher, shot scores!
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you doing for others?
Those to whom much has been given, much is expected.
Welcome back, everybody. The new pitcher for St. Francis is Ryan Mccracken with a 0 ERA in 2 innings pitched. He's got 2 walks and a strikeout. Opposing batters aren't hitting Ryan Mccracken. The junior at 6'2", 205. From Van Wert, Ohio, Glenville State is where he transferred in from. Mccracken, 3-1 your count with 2 outs. That's his first walk. I don't even know if that counts, inheriting a 3-0 count. Doesn't seem like that should count when you inherit 3-0. Your batter now is Logan Barker. For Corbett, that's his second walk of the day. Barker, last time out, had that 3-run home run. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a flyout. 1-0's the count. Like to see Mccracken put together a few good innings here. Once again, only 2 innings pitched entering today. 1-1's your count. Pitch on the inside corner. Big swing and a miss. Mccracken goes 6'2", 205 once again. Corbett at first does not have a stolen base in this game. Mccracken will check him back. Just 1 stolen base on the season and 2 chances. Two balls, 2 strikes. Barker's 3-run jack was a bomb. Gets a hold of that one, foul. Frymuth chasing after it. The new right fielder is David Miller, the 6'5" post player on the basketball team. His first year here at St. Francis in his junior season. Miller had a fine basketball season and now is tearing it up on the diamond. Had a home run this past Monday. Runners off. The off-speed pitch, a perfect pitch to run on there.
Right here, Ryan! Right here, Ryan!
For Corbett, that's his second stolen base on the season. And he's got a huge lead at second. Pitch upstairs for a walk. Back-to-back walks for Mccracken with runners at first and second. And we got a new batter. It's number 16, Adam Mansfield for Walkowiak. Mansfield, a sophomore, 5'9", 150 from Auburn Hills, Michigan. Rochester Hills, Avondale is high schools where he prepped. Mansfield, a .333 batting average, 1 hit and 3 runs scored and 3 at-bats. 1 walk, 0 strikeouts. He's 0 for 1 in stolen base attempts. 2-0's the count.
Hey, follow through. Follow through. Have fun, kid. Have fun. Go. Hey. Oh.
Pitch just misses on the inside. 3-0's your count. And just catches the outside corner. 3-1 now to Mansfield.
3 straight walks by Mccracken. And we got bases loaded with 2 outs for Robbie Robinette.
Only takes one here, kid. What do you say, Greg? Only takes one.
And another pinch hitter coming up to the plate. This will be number 43, Luke Morissette. He's a freshman, 6'2", 180 from Farmington, Michigan. Cracking up in this count 0-1. Mccracken, who pitched himself into a jam here with bases loaded, trying to get himself out with 2 outs. Ball in the dirt, good block. Vollmer into the game for Nagy.
Best pitch right here, 5-2. Let's go, baby. Only one. Right here, baby, right here. Come on, Cracky, let's go, baby. Come on, kid.
Counts evened up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball's drilled. And Tussing's on it right out of his glove. 2 runs, going to come home to score on the E8. We got runners at first and third. Barker and Corbett come home to score. I'll bring up number 13, the catcher, Max Cadman, was hit by a pitch in his last AB. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBI and 2 runs scored. Got a runner at first and 1 at third. That first pitch misses up and out for ball 1. Tussing charging in on the play. Just popped right out of his mitt. That was dead center in his mitt. 2-0 the count. 6 errors in this game for St. Francis. 7 hits. 10 hits for Lawrence Tech, 0 errors. 2-1 your count. Ball turned on, popped up. Shallow right field. Bovo retreats for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 12-1. The Blue Devils.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Welcome back, everybody, here at the World Baseball Academy. Take a look at it. We got 12 runs on 10 hits, 0 errors for Lawrence Tech. 1 run on 7 hits and 6 errors for St. Francis in the bottom of the 5th. Looking at the Crossroads League, Mount Vernon Navs with the .314 team batting average. That's best in the CL. St. Francis hitting .277. That's 4th best in the Crossroads League. Lawrence Tech with a .316 batting average ranks them number 29 in the country.
hot. 3, stay hot. Here you go, big guy.
Leading it off for St. Francis is Noah Frymuth, 2 for 2 in this game.
Okay, Noah. All right.
Frymuth is locked in at the plate. Once again, an 11-game hitting streak currently for Noah Frymuth. On deck is Jack Harris. And Noah started off the season cold. Probably throughout about the first 12 games, batting about .220. You knew it was just a matter of time. Ooh. A little too far up and in for the pitcher. A new pitcher, number 44, Simon Lidwell. That'll miss low. 3-1. Lidwell, this is his first time pitching all season. Don't see him here in the stats. Drawing the walk is Frymuth. So the leadoff batter at first base for Jack Harris. Lidwell's a junior from Sterling Heights, Michigan, went to Stevenson High School. Harris 0 for 2 in this game with a strikeout and a ground out. Runners off on the hit and run. That's going to be fouled away. 0-1's your count.
Hey, we got to go get this ball off.
Taylor University taking on Spring Arbor here in the Crossroads League play.
Jack. Good eye, good eye.
One ball, one strike. To Harris with Frymuth at first. See if they put a straight steal on for Frymuth. Looks like a big knee brace on the right knee for Simon Lidwell. They might be working him back into form. Harris drills that ball into right center field. Cut off by the right fielder. Frymuth going to be held up at third. On the double, 8th hit of the game by Jack Harris. That brings up Harold Wolf, number 4. Wolf had a single in his last ABs, 1 for 2. With a single and a ground out.
Come on, Harold.
1-0 is your count.
Do a job, babe. Do a job. Come on, Harold. Come on, Harold. Come on, Harold. Come on, Harold.
For Lawrence Tech, 12 hits and 25 ABs. Or excuse me, 10 hits and 25 ABs. One and one's your count.
Good job, Ford.
2-1. Lawrence Tech also with the logo on the back of their hat. That might be the WAC logo. Has some different coloring. 3-1. Other action going on in the Crossroads League. Mount Vernon Naz hosting Miami Hamilton. They lost at 5-4. Taylor versus Indiana Tech is your other game. Taylor ranked number 20th in the country. Indiana Tech ranked number 16, so a top 20 matchup here in the state of Indiana. It's as good as it gets here in the state. Taylor and Tech. 3-2 with 0 outs. Wolf drills that ball right over the center fielder's head. 2 runs going to come home to score. It's Frymuth and Jack Harris on the 2 RBI double by Harold Wolf. QB1 getting it done at the plate. That'll bring to the plate Caden Sullivan. Hitting for Tanner Gaff. One knows the count. Evened up at 1 apiece. Tanner Gaff, who was 0 for 1 in this game with a walk. Sullivan batting for him. He'll check that low for ball 2. Sullivan 2 for 2 with 2 RBI and a walk in the 12-6 loss against Marion last time out. Sully entering today with a .283 batting average. 15 hits, 7 runs scored, and 53 ABs with 5 RBI, 5 walks, 13 strikeouts. He is a perfect 6 for 6 in stolen base attempts. Counts evened up at 2 apiece with 0 outs. This is the first inning for Simon Lidwell on the bump. Full count. Player of the game so far for St. Francis is Noah Frymuth, 2 for 2 with a run scored, an RBI, and a walk. That could drop, and that will drop for Caden Sullivan. Runners at first and second now after the single by Sullivan. That'll bring up Mikhail McCowan. 3 straight hits for St. Francis with 0 outs. Brings up David Schneider. 500 batting average, 7 hits and 14 at-bats with 5 runs scored, 4 RBI. Had his first college home run this past Monday at Trine. Checks that upstairs for ball 1. Cougs did lose that game in Angola, 7-6, against the Division III Thunder. Trying some of the nicest facilities in Division III. Definitely their basketball arena. The arena is so nice that the Mad Ants used it this year for a G League game. 1-1 your count. And Angola packed the place. It actually looked a lot nicer them playing at Trine than it does them playing at the Coliseum. Coliseum seats about 12,000. A little too big for the Mad Ants. Miller's going to check that for strike 2. Miller being inserted into right field for Mikhail McCowan, starting right fielder. McCowan was 2 for 2 with 2 singles in this game. That ball, 2 hop chop. And no, he's, ooh, I didn't think he even was on the bag. Force out. So runners at first and third after the fielder's choice. Brings up Matt Vollmer. Vollmer singled in his first AB. Nagy got the start. The Cougars now with 10 hits in this game. Lawrence Tech, they only got 10 hits. The biggest difference are the errors. 6 errors for St. Francis, 0 for the Blue Devils.
Oh yeah, throw me away. Oh boy.
1-1 now your count to the senior catcher, Matt Vollmer from Kitchener, Ontario, Grand River Collegiate High School. Waits on that one. Driven into right field, tagging up on the play, coming home to score is Harold Wolf on the sacrifice fly by Matt Vollmer. 12-4, Blue Devils on top. Now bringing the plate, Tony Bova. Bova 0 for 2. Flew out to the shortstop in his last AB. 1-0's the count. Miller at first, 1 for 2 in stolen base attempts. Again, David, 6'5", 205 pounds. Miller's off. Pitch upstairs. It was a fastball, too. My view is blocked here, but safe at second is Miller with the stolen base. 2-0. Two 2-1 now to Bova. Bova had a 3-game hit streak going on until game number 2 against Wesleyan. He was 0 for 0. So still on that 3-game hit streak is Bova. Did not bat in the Marion doubleheader. That was supposed to be played on Monday. Rains came through Monday morning in Indy as Bova draws the walk. Two outs, runners at first and second for Brady Harris.
Nobody.
Been a tough inning here for Simon Lidwell. He's given up 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, and 2 walks. Up and in. 2-0's the count. Brady Harris currently a 3-game hit streak. Had a hit in each game against Marion. Brady entering today a 195 batting average. 2-1's your count with 2 outs. Big David Miller at first. Speedy Tony Bova at first. Both players have good speed. That ball popped up. First baseman Corbett for out number 3. We head to the top of the 6th, 12-4. Your score.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Leading off, second baseman Tyler Cleesby. Cleesby 1 for 2 with a run scored, a walk and a strikeout. 0-1's your count. Mccracken entering the game, last inning. 23 innings pitched, 1 run, it was not earned, 2 walks given up. Sullivan fires over to Wolf for out number 1. One out. Marshall at the plate. Sully, another assist. 2 gone. It looks like they're going to go back to Roth here. It was Napchik pinch hitting, and he struck out. Roth back up. He's 0 for 2 in this game. 0 for 2 with a walk. Mccracken just misses on the outside corner there. 1-0's count. Just missing on that good-looking pitch. 2-0. .3-0 now your count. Low, yeah, for strike 1. Low in the zone, 3-1's your count. Back-to-back called strikes. Counts evened up. 3-2, 2 outs for Jared Roth, starting third baseman. Roth, the junior, 6'1", 190. Fouls it off.
I want it, 5-2. I want it bad. Home now. We really want to see it.
Mccracken plunks him. 2 outs. It's going to bring up Shawn Fannin. Great game here for Fannin. 3 hits and 4 at-bats, 2 runs scored and 2 RBI. The big home run. 0-1 now for Mccracken. Roth at first base does not have a stolen base in this game. That ball is going to be drilled foul. Diving after it was Jack Harris.
Hey, I'll help you out, Harry. Right here, 5-2. Home, kid, you're ahead. Some other people. Fine's looking awfully nice over there, 5-2. Home now, babe. All right, good miss, good miss.
1-2 now your count.
Win it here, not 5-2. Come on now, babe.
Bova on the edge of the dirt has it. Route number 3. 4 up, 3 down there for the Cougs as we head to the bottom of the 6th. 12-4 your score.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, 12 runs on 10 hits, 0 errors for Lawrence Tech. 4 runs on 10 hits, 6 errors for St. Francis. The Blue Devils out of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Leading it off will be Tyler Prince for your Cougars. Prince 0 for 3 with a strikeout. New pitchers, number 25, Jackson Walkowiak. Walt Koyak, this is his first time pitching this year. Prince draws the walk. And that'll bring up Noah Frymuth. Frymuth 2 for 2 in this game. RBI and a run scored and a walk. With Prince at first. Prince can steal as well. He wears the white Under Armour cleats. We were having this discussion on Monday. Boy, when I was playing, you did not have much of a selection with cleats. I don't think I've seen one player or two players that are wearing the same. That's in softball or baseball. There's so many different options to choose from. Noah Frymuth rocks the Nike cleats. They look like they're probably about 12 years old. One out for Jack Harris. Harris 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. That happened back in the 5th. 0-1's your count.
Close, 5.
0-2's your count. Harris, that one going opposite field, tailing, foul. Right in the direction of Shawn Fannin, the right fielder. NAIA Gold Glove right fielder. Nice flip. Oh, wow, on the 4-6-3 double play. Heading to the top of the 7th, 12-4.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And look at his cross. Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores.
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
Everything that I do can have an impact on somebody else.
You can dream any dream and you can chase any dream and you can have a chance to succeed at that dream.
We're here just a speck of time.
Given the opportunities to be selfless.
That's what God does with us.
Not forgetting how you got here and who helped you along the way.
What are you?
Lead it off. It's number 7. Brian Corbett. 1-0's your count. Mccracken still on the bump, battling for your Cougars. 2-0's the count.
Here we go, Ryan. Here we go, Ryan. Focus. All the way back here, Craig.
3-0 now to Corbett. Brian, the starting first baseman. Upstairs, he'll draw the walk. 4 straight pitches. That'll bring up Logan Barker.
I'm not right. Go 5-2.
And it looks like we got a pinch hitter. It'll be number 5. Luke Bushy.
Come on, 5-2. You're good, kid. Refocus. You're good. Home back. Go, boy. Let's get the ground ball here. Get the ground ball here. Come on, Craggy. Come on, Crack. Come on, Crack. You go, Crack. You go, boy. Come now, 5-2. Yeah, boy, good spot. Good spot, Crack. Good miss. You go, Crack. Come on, Craggy. I'm not 5-2. Come on out, man. Hey, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I'm not right. Come on, Craig. Let's go 5-2.
Bushy, a 133 batting average, 4 hits, 9 runs scored, and 30 at-bats. 1 home run, 6 RBI, 9 walks, and 12 strikeouts. For Luke Bushy, who's a freshman, 6'2", 205, Frankenmuth, Michigan, Swan Valley High School. Frankenmuth. Pitch upstairs. Vollmer goes back to Wolf with it. They'll hold Corbett at first. 3-1 your count. Got New Balance cleats right here in the coach's box. Wolf rocks the black Nikes. Upstairs for a walk. Back-to-back walks by Mccracken. Puts runners at first and second. Let's see who comes to the plate now for Lawrence Tech. That might be it for big Ryan Mccracken. We'll be right back with the new Cougar pitcher.
Sports medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
My grandpa taught me years ago, do business with people you know and who know you. That's why I joined Fort Financial Credit Union. Their staff knows I'm busy at college. They set me up with a checking account, a debit card, and an auto loan. With the Fort's mobile app, I can check balances, transfer money, and make my car payment. My grandparents loved doing business with the Fort, and I do too. My future, my family, my Fort.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team. We're treating injuries when and where they happen, and working to prevent them before they do. We believe the best care is coordinated care, helping ensure you get the individualized services you need every step of the way, offering innovative treatment techniques to get you or the athlete you love back in play. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring.
So your batter is Anthony Ward Jr., a 2.35 ERA in 7.2 innings pitched, giving up 8 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 of those earned, 8 walks, 7 strikeouts. Opposing hitters batting .267. Against Anthony Ward. 0-1 is your count. And the batter is Jackson Walkowiak, who's now the pitcher. I don't know if he'll be pitching in the bottom of the 7th. There's an arm up in the bullpen right now for the Blue Devils. That ball gets right through the mitt of Vollmer, as both runners will advance on the pass ball.
I'm not Ward. Go, kid. Hey, stay up in here. Stay up in here.
12 runs on 10 hits today for Lawrence Tech. Big swing and a miss. On the season, Lawrence Tech has scored 13 runs 3 times and has scored 12 runs, 13 runs 4 times. Scored 12 runs 3 times. Jack, that's number 27 at the plate. Ryan Robinette, he'll take first on the walk. Take my eyes off the screen for a second. So while Koyak goes down swinging for out number 1. And see who Lawrence Tech sends to the plate this time. Wish I had some eligibility. Looks like that's going to be number 31, Nick Allen. Allen, a .235 batting average, 4 hits, 8 runs scored, and 17 at-bats with 3 RBI, 6 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Allen's a freshman, 6 foot, 180 pounds from Macomb, Michigan. The bases loaded. Vollmer turns his back to the infield and makes the grab for out number 2. That'll bring up the second baseman, Tyler Cleesby. What a sweet double play he had there in the bottom of the 6th. After this pitch, I'll show it to you. He's got bases loaded. Good opportunity here to pad the stats. That ball's low. Good stop. Ball hit up the gut. Grabs it with his glove, flips it to short. It was a sweet play. 1-0 is the count. Big cut, swing and a miss. Anthony Ward Jr. is a junior pitcher, a lefty, 5'10", 180 from Willowick, Ohio. Another transfer from Lakeland Community College.
Go, Ward. Yeah.
Lawrence Tech, they might have the biggest selection of logos to choose from any NAIA school I've ever seen. They have got a multitude of pretty cool Blue Devil logos. With type, without type, with the little demon head without. Swing and a miss. Anthony Ward Jr. picks up his first strikeout of the game as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
Catholic University must have a passion for truth, and we trust in both the power of faith and the power of reason. Both come from God. May God bless this university as it continues to pursue truth on the wings of faith and reason.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code Summit City for 15% off today.
Welcome back. $12 runs, 10 hits for Lawrence Tech. 4 runs, 10 hits, 6 errors for your Cougars. St. Francis 3-5 in Crossroads League play, 9-18 overall. We're currently tied for 8th place with Indiana Wesleyan. Grace College and Goshen College have 3-6 conference records. They're in last place. Goshen did beat St. Francis 2-1 in the first Crossroads League series of the season. And that one win for St. Francis was a 10-2 win with a grand slam by Tanner Gaff. Look at the size of this pitcher. It's number 34, David Klug, 6'4", 220 pounds, from Traverse City, Michigan, Traverse City Central High School. Klug, a 2.19 ERA. In 12.1 innings pitched, he's given up 10 hits, 5 runs, 3 of those earned, 6 walks, 15 strikeouts. Opposing hitters batting .222. First pitch pop up to center field by Harold Wolf for out number 1. That'll bring the plate Caden Sullivan playing third base here, coming in relief of Gaff. Klug the righty. That sidearm delivery. 0-2's the count. Klug's a taller version of Dane Hoffman on the bump. Chopper, 2-hop, picked up by Robinette for out number 2. I'll bring up David Miller. Miller 0 for 1 in this game. Reached on an E. No, excuse me, he reached on a fielder's choice in his first at-bat. 0-1's your count. Make it 0-2. Klug, the closer for the Blue Devils. See how many saves he has this year. 2 saves for Klug. One, 2 your count with 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. To David Miller. Good eye after the ball in the dirt. Klug's looking like John Rocker on the bump. Swing and a miss. Route number 3. So Lawrence Tech will take game number 1, 12-4. We'll be right back with game 2 action here from the World Baseball Academy.